नमस्कार, मैं हूं ब्रिजमोहन सिंह रघुवंशी और जी हां, आज हम आपके साथ एक और बड़ी शख्सियत के साथ हैं। जी हां, मैं बड़ी शख्सियत इसलिए कह रहा हूं, आमतौर से तमाम ऐसे देश के चेहरे हैं जिनको 1.5 अरब की ये जनसंख्या तो जानती है, लेकिन तमाम ऐसे भी चेहरे हैं, तमाम ऐसी भी शख्सियतें हमारे देश में मौजूद हैं जो अपने आप को थोड़ी दूरी बना के रखते हैं आम लोगों से। खास तौर से वो अपना काम बहुत ही बारीकी से और बहुत बेहतरीन तरीके से करते हैं, लेकिन थोड़ा सा ढका हुआ रहना ज्यादा बेहतर समझते हैं। और ऐसी आज एक और खास शख्सियत के साथ मैं हूं। जी हां, उनका नाम है रमोला बच्चन। जी हां, आज उनके साथ हमें उनसे बातचीत करेंगे। रमोला जी, आपका बहुत बहुत स्वागत है हमारे प्रोग्राम में और थैंक यू सो मच फॉर गिविंग योर प्रेशियस टाइम टू साधना ग्रुप. Today, I'm saying you that you are an eminent guest. We have been interviewing so many chief ministers, the industrialists, so many cabinet ministers, bureaucrats, but definitely I'm very much enlightened to have an interview of yours. So, in an introductory of words, what would you say about to our viewers actually?
First of all, Brijmohan Lalji, let me thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to talk to your viewers. And thank you for your wonderful introduction. I think it is way too complimentary than I deserve, but I'm very grateful all the same. Thank you.
We have been just known about an event which is going to be happening in Delhi, and the people of Delhi are waiting for this event. Please, could you just brief about the event to our viewers?
So I'm really excited to be hosting this event on Sunday, 24th of August. It is introducing a fashion brand called Tate London for the first time ever in India. And it's being presented by Global Star and Mercedes at their showroom in Green Park. Tate London is the brainchild of Suhani Dhayyar. She's a very talented designer. And her focus is on sustainable, eco-friendly fabrics, artisan craftsmanship, zero waste production, durability and timelessness in design. So we have everything in one package. And we're all very excited to be presenting her line of fashion here in Delhi. Tate London is at the forefront of fashion and design, and it's a brand on the go. So all I can say is, viewers, watch this space.
We've been known that you have been born in London, and now you have been doing your work so excellently in India, and especially in Delhi, Mumbai, all of the country actually. So, what is the difference you feel about the fashion world, which we belong to a fashion world, and definitely, if you really allow us, we would like to go ahead for your family background also, if you just allow us to say, or then we can also explain our viewers what background you belong to. But from that background also, you have made yourself distance, and you have an individual identity of yours in the country. So, ma'am, what do you would like to say about all these things?
Well, I mean, that's a difficult question. It's a good question. Yes, I mean, I'm very proud to be a part of the family that I belong to. The Bachchan family is one of the most eminent families in India and known around the world. But I hope that I've always managed to find my own path. I've never tried to trade on my name. And I think from the time I kind of stepped out of the shadow of the family, I was able to kind of make my own way and be known as Ramola more than my surname. Of course, I mean, both go together, but I've always tried to do things on my own strength, and God has been kind, and I'm very grateful for the appreciation that I've received.
We all know the way she has told the Bachchan family. और मैं अपने दर्शकों को ये बताना चाहता हूँ कि उस फैमिली में जो आपका कद है वो अमिताभ बच्चन जी की सगी भाभी हैं, और लेकिन जैसा इन्होंने बताया कि ये उस परिवार से जरूर ताल्लुक रखती हैं, लेकिन इन्होंने अपनी एक इंडिविजुअल आइडेंटिटी बनाई और आज इस देश में इनका जो स्थान है वो अपने आप में एक एमिनेंट पिलर की तरह है। और इसलिए क्योंकि रमोला जी ने उसके लिए बहुत मेहनत की है। मैम, इट्स बीन बिकॉज द फील्ड ऑफ योर्स इज बीन अ वेरी selective people field actually, and we can say that it is a territory where the 1.5 the billion people of this country also not known about it. So what is about the fashion world, I would like to ask you, could you brief to our viewers actually?
Well, I mean, of course, Indian fashion is today it's made its own place in on the global stage, and the luxury and the aesthetics and the beauty that it brings. I think it's very difficult for other brands or other countries, I would say, to match. In terms of my personal experience, I have a very young line of fashion. It's called First Resort. And we make casual vacation wear, which women can wear at home, relaxing at home, or out even at a party or on vacation. And, it's something that's given me a lot of pleasure to create. But of course, I mean, India's fashion scene is just abounding with talent, and it's growing day by day. So I think there's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very difficult for other countries to keep up with us soon.
One last question, ma'am, because we have a very precious time of ma'am, so definitely we would like to have a limitations of asking the questions. Ma'am, basically, like in India, we have certain brands actually, like we can say Rain Nirma, like over here, and the chocolates like Five Star. It is from the Cadbury Group. So, ma'am, why in the fashion world, basically, there are some brands which are limited towards certain people only? Are they? What do you suggest for the basic for the market so that the that brand can go between the larger number of the people of this country?
Well, I think that Indian designers, fashion designers today, are very aware of the fact that there's a huge market out there and that there are segments of society that are, future market for them. So what I see is that a lot of the top brands also have a Pret line or diffusion line, as you may call it, which caters to the wider market. And, so they have two separate kind of levels of pricing and fashion. And I think that's becoming very much the trend today.
Ma'am, we have another question from you. What do the interests you have? And we have been known that you are not specialized to just fashion world. There are many other fields also. Ma'am, please, our viewers definitely would like to know about it.
So, one of my pet passions is food. I've always enjoyed cooking, and I have a brand today. It's called The Accidental Chef, and I think the name kind of explains itself. I became a chef by accident, and this happened during COVID, during the pandemic when we were all housebound. I found myself spending more and more time in the kitchen and becoming more and more interested in cooking. I started taking up courses, Zoom courses, master classes, reading up hundreds of recipes, and I mean, my interest in fashion, in food grew and grew. And so what happened was that I was making all this food, and my son said to me one day, why don't we put these photos on your Instagram? Because there was nothing to put on Instagram at that time. So once my photographs started appearing on Instagram, people started writing into me saying, oh, we like the look of that. Can we order it? And I'd never actually thought of doing it as a business, but it kind of just happened. That's why it's called The Accidental Chef. So then I started this home delivery system, which was actually appropriate at that time because people were, housebound and couldn't go to restaurants. Restaurants were shut, and they wanted to try new foods at home. So they started ordering from me. So then after the pandemic, I actually went to New York and spent a year there. I went to culinary school to hone my skills because I felt, I needed some formal training. And so today I have a home delivery service, and I do a variety of cuisines, ranging from Middle Eastern to European or Japanese and Indian also. And, it's very exciting that people come back for more. Yeah.
Thank you, ma'am. And you, ma'am, it means the eminent guest is not only just limited towards one specific field. She is also a multiple utilized personality with having such great interest, as well as it is in utilized for the community and for the society too. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for updating about the fashion world. Thank you for telling us. Thank you for your precious time. It's been our viewers have always been acquainted with such personalities who are the people who know them so well, and you are among those personality. People know a number of selective and classy people, but they are the masses of this country. And today, by your views, by your words, even those viewers can also can know much about you and about your field, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving your precious time, ma'am.
Thank you so much for inviting me to speak with you.
थैंक यू मैम। तो ये थी रमोला बच्चन जी हाँ, देश की गणमान्य व्यक्तियों में से एक, लेकिन अपने आप को उचित दूरी बना के रखने के लिए ये जानी जाती हैं, अपने काम को बखूबी करती हैं, लेकिन उसका डंका नहीं, उसके बारे में लोगों से उसके बारे में बताती नहीं है, उसकी मार्केटिंग नहीं करती हैं, लेकिन इनका जो काम है वो इस देश के चुनिंदा लोगों को के द्वारा सराहा जाता है। और ये वो शख्सियत हैं जो लोगों में अपनी चर्चाएं कम और काम में ज्यादा बिलीव करती हैं। ऐसी शख्सियत के साथ हम अगले सप्ताह आपके सामने और हाजिर होंगे। तब तक ले बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद।